Yeah, dog. Welcome to R2R. Welcome to Rector Riches. Guys, happy Friday to everybody out there in the crypto space, right? Thank you for being here tonight. Don't forget to smash the like button, drop a comment, and always remember to subscribe, post notifications. You know the drill. You know the drill. You got to get the algorithm going out there, right? So make sure you retweet it. Go out there on all your social medias and just let them know. We're live. We're going to talk about the big topic at hand tonight. PGC versus everything else on PulseChain. Is this the best asset or just a hype? Is it just hype or is this really the best asset out there? And before we continue, all right. Always remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm for damn sure not a professional. This is cryptocurrency. Don't ever allow an influencer on any social media network out there to influence you when it comes to crypto, because you could get wrecked, could lose it all. All right. Now that we got that out the way, let's get into it. Who's in the comments here? It is the best. Okay. What's up, JP Perio14? What's going on? Don't forget, guys. Get all the social media networks out there. Repost it. All right. Let them know we're live and we're going to talk about the topic. Before we head into the topic of tonight, don't forget a shout out to the sponsors of the R2R live stream and video content. That's dexfi.com/bonds. But you're going to want to make sure you use my link in the description, okay? You use my link in the description, and it comes with a good old code as well. And what do you get exposure to? It's simple, all right? It's the easy button, yield farming. Literally, they paid a whopping $1.4 million in USDC over on Base. It's simple. You get to Ethereum on Base, you mint a treasury bond, and the bond starts earning real yield, right? That's it. From fees that it's actively managing as far as liquidity. So there's no guesswork. You can see everything on chain with complete transparency. Go check them out. The link's in the description. Make sure you use the code to support the channel. So we're going to talk about pTGC, right? Why I believe it's, hands down the best option for somebody that is not only a new user, but, any user. And when I talk about the Grays pTGC on PulseChain, I think it's important that I talk about it from scratch, because although PulseChain is not getting a whole lot of new users, it gets new users. And a good place for them to research is always, on Twitter, on YouTube, and them having the knowledge and knowing and understanding why it's a good bet is definitely a story that needs to be told and described and really just put out there. So taking a look at the chart here of pTGC, right? We're looking at from the beginning of time. It's a beautiful chart, man. I mean, it's been years now, 2 years. But how long has it been out? 2.5 years almost, 2 years and 5 months and 9 days to be exact. And this is an ongoing, strong community of people that have just been pushing, not just a narrative, but something that has happened in real time, where you see these multiple, what they call X multipliers happen in real time. When the Pulse chain, right, we're talking cores. So we're talking Pulse, PulseX, Hex, everything that pTGC has heavily bonded itself to, right? When the ecosystem's doing good, pTGC takes off and does even better than you would be doing holding your actual positions in those core tokens. And they even have connected themselves to ProveX recently. And that right there is proof in the pudding. We've seen it in real time. And the good thing from this point forward, right, is if you're looking into getting into PulseChain, you have a leverage play on the ecosystem. So with that being said, if you are new to PulseChain, or you're not new to PulseChain, but you're bullish on the future, okay, then you can leverage the entire ecosystem as far as the core tokens, right? And when the system, the entire system takes off in crypto, I mean, the entire crypto space, I don't believe, and I'll tell you in a second, when things start to kick off and we are in a bull market, right? And PulseChain goes from its bottom and it hits the sacrifice price. It'll be many X's to hit the sacrifice price, but you could do many X's beyond that point. And we got calculators to take a look at that and what it would look like in terms of, you know, how many X's you would get, what the price of pTGC would be. But let's go down and break it down for just the norms out there, right? So when you're getting the pTGC, what are you getting into, right? Well, it's a token that's tokenizing market makers, okay? And when it tokenizes the market makers, it's utilizing arbitrage, right? What they call arbitrage robotics, along with market volume, volatility, and that's going to increase its price and provide rewards for sustainability. So they got staking mechanics, they got a lot going on in the system. DAOs, you know, holders are earning tokens, so you're going to be able to earn without requiring any, you know, type of well, yeah, basically it doesn't take a human. So when it's utilizing the market volume and the arbitrage bots, look, mom, no hands, don't need humans. So that creating its own volume, creating its own opportunity for users to just see that happen in real time, but something a little like different, because they called it alien tech. That's what it's always been called. And you'll go on Deck Screener and you'll see the volume and you'll start to notice bots, and the bots are going to work, but they're doing a lot of different things with all of the trading volume. So that's where we break down like the allocation when it comes to fees. We'll talk about the token distribution. That way you understand, you know, what's happening and how taking advantage of not needing human beings and just utilizing the arbitrage robotics along with the market volume and the volatility that's mixed in there, what that does and how bullish it really is. Alongside being leveraged, a leverage on the ecosystem, literally all the cores. So there is a fee allocation, guys, you need to know about, right? So its value is derived from the token volume and transactions. So it's a 5% fee on all the transactions. So if you, when I show you where to buy, I provide a link in the description. They have a onboarding system now. Believe it or not, it's a beautiful thing to get influencers out there talking about pTGC, where you can buy and trade, and people can refer other friends and expand, right? Tell your friends. But you would need like a 5% slippage, 6% when doing it, because it is a 5% fee. So going forward, right? The value is derived from the token volume transaction, which is a 5% fee on all the transactions, allocated entirely to the project growth and sustainability via rewards for stakers and holders. The buy and burn mechanisms, liquidity pool, you know, those are additions along with the DAO. So we can view that really quick here. Right, it has the value generation. So you see 24 hours in fees collected is $2,314.65. In the past 7 days, that's $20,226.75. 30 days, it's been $95,000. In the past 90, that's $222,662. This is a lot of money, right? We'll skip to the 1 year mark. $2,297,472 in fees collected. There's nothing like this happening on this level for this long consistently on PulseChain, hell, anywhere else, right? So you can see where all the money's going in the DAO, staking, liquidity, right? 2% goes to the DAO, 1% rewards, 0.5% to burn, right? 0.5% of the volume is burned. 0.5% of the volume of 0.5% is added to liquidity. And then staking, 1% was reflected to the stakers, and you can stake for quite a long period of time as well. Now we look at the token distribution, and that we pretty much we're covering right here too as well, as far as the fees, because it's fair, right? And distributed tokens allocations sustain perfect growth. View the current token supply distribution, including supply distribution, holder supply, and breakdown and position dollar value. So everything is transparent and all graphed and put in numbers. That way you can understand it, right? So this talks about the pTGC token allocation. Token distribution outlines how the supply of tokens is allocated. And you see the chart here, 27.1% staked, 19.8% liquidity, 13.1% burned, right? And then the staked and locked is 37.4%. So these are large numbers that are taking, quite a bit of the supply, off the market, out of circulation. And it's a wonderful thing. So here's some more stats here, guys. And these are the basic things, right? These are just showing you and users that don't know how different pTGC is, and now how you could benefit, right? Because we're going to look at the core tokens from buying into the leverage of the ecosystem while the ecosystem is at all-time lows. Would be none other than the best opportunity, and I'm not a financial advisor, but the number one opportunity in your lifetime during this cycle, which I believe we're in a bear market that will come to an end at the end of 2026. Remember, October the 5th, Bitcoin hit 126,000. It topped, right? That's on cue perfectly from the 4-year cycles from 2013 to 2017 to 2021 to October the 5th, 2025. It happened like clockwork right in front of our faces. And the bottom of the bear should be the end of this year. So buying pTGC is like buying all the cores. But if you want to make more money and leverage, and we'll look at the calculator in a minute here, as we go through this, is going to be a life-changing event that I would hope that most of you out there enjoy with me. Okay. So there's also staking. You can stake your pTGC tokens, earn over 100% additional rewards while maintaining full self-custody, okay? So you're staking it, but it's in your custody still, right? So you're interacting with the smart contract, just like if you remember back in the day, interacting with the Hex smart contract to stake your Hex. You are not giving your keys away. This is full self-custody. That's important in crypto, all right? And the rewards, where they're coming from, and let me, alarms going off. The rewards come from the value generation, right? So with pTGC being a zero inflation token, deflationary token, you could see that the earnings are going to be coming. And you can take a look here. I just pulled it up. You can do the calculator here, right here on the side, and stake your pTGC, and then connect your wallet, add your tokens, and then you can see your stakes. There's a full blown just like DApp build out, so you can see all the ecosystems rewards when it comes to staking. So that's an option there, right? I think if you were to stake, you could choose anywhere from select the time span from 1 day to 10 years. All right. So let's go back, right? Let's head back. Let's see. And then there's the DAO, of course, right? The DAO it's a decentralized system. So they do votes. pTGC stakers can adapt and thrive in the dynamic crypto landscape while maintaining true decentralization, free from control by any single entity. You can click to see that. Now, how do you buy? There's a link in the description that I provided, right, that I did for onboarding. And I used Prairie Banana. He's a very known influencer of the pTGC community. So I wanted to support him. I have him linked up. You can use mine. And you would come to the swap exchange and you would swap your Pulse for your pTGC, right? And bada bing, bada boom. I think the number one thing for me, if I was going to put $1,000, I'm watching this video, I'm like, I want to put $1,000, right? And remember, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm talking to my grandma here. And grandma goes, hey, I have $10,000. What am I going to do? And I want to put it in pTGC. I say, grandma, relax. We're going to do this. It's Friday night. We're going to put $1,000 tonight. We're going to swap $1,000 worth of Pulse tonight, grandma. But I speculate that the market will bottom towards the end of the year. So why not just buy $1,000 a month until the end of the year, and your full $10,000 will be DCA'd all the way to where I speculate where the bear market we're in and will start to uptrend. Because time ticks and stops for nobody, right? And it's just one of those things where, you know, everyone has a different strategy. Are you heavily invested into pTGC? I got in at the very beginning, like the day of, man. And I have a wallet I never sold. And I've had other wallets where I wrote it out and I almost got the top, but I've been in for a long time. But I'm a staker, right? Like I trapped myself in these relationships for a long time. With Hex too, I still got a lot of Hex stakes on both sides now because they copied over to PulseChain. So I stick myself with commitments, man. Like I have to, or else, you know, I get like, well, let me get this liquid money and go over here. So that's my discipline, kind of what I do. Everyone's different. So you basically use this. Now, all the things that I pointed out, all the way from, you know, the distribution of the tokens, and let's go take a look at the different trading pools they have, right? So, you know, great. You look at Pulse and you're going 5 zeros and a 9. Holy smokes, right? And we all want to be up here, 3 zeros and a 1. We actually want to be at, you know, its all-time highs of 3 zeros and a 2. So if we speculate that we can get back to 3 zeros and a 2, that's a whole lot of X's that PulseChain will do. It's a whole lot of X's the PulseChain will do, right? Let's go do a little bit of moon math, because what's fair is doing a little bit of moon math and having a little bit of fun and speculating. And I don't know if there's a new calculator. I just remember this is the oldest one I used to use back in the day. So I just think, I don't know if everyone's using it still. I'm not up to par with that. So it's quite easy to use this one. So this one basically here, and I'll pull myself off screen so it's bigger for you guys. So this calculator pretty much here is going to show you how to do some moon math. So it already has pTGC typed in with the pair address. And then you got the X factor. So the X factor, it's the multiplier, right? And let me make sure. Okay, yeah. So it's the multiplier for final price calculation. So positive 2x doubles the price. Negative minus 2x reduces by 50%. So we'll leave it at a 2x factor, right? And then your target price, and it tells you right here, enter the target price for the other token in the pair. You can enter in a dollar amount for an X amount. Examples, pTGC paired with Pulse, you enter the target price of Pulse. So let's just say we want the target price of Pulse that we just looked at on the chart of 3 zeros and a 2.5. Happened once upon a time ago, right around our, oops, I changed this one. We're going to change it right here. 3 zeros and a 2.5. All right. And then we're going to calculate. So here you see the current price of pTGC, the current price of Pulse, and the current ratio. Moon math results show that a 27.63x potential, right, for the base pTGC price. So that's 2 zeros and a 3.9. And a final pTGC price. And that's the final price after applying the X factor. And it's indicating that this indicates that pTGC outperforms Wrapped Pulse by 2x. Okay. Which we know that that's going to be, we speculate heavily that will be the case. You'd be looking at a 55.27x potential. Okay. And that's with Pulse going from, where it's at now and hitting these numbers, right, with the 2x factor. So that's interesting, right? Because 2 zeros and a 3.9 for pTGC versus 2 zeros and a 7.8. We can get there, buddy. And that's hitting the price point of going from here to 3 zeros and a 2.5, which is back to, like when we were above SAC. And I could change this. And let's just say we're at 3 zeros and a 5. We'll calculate. Numbers change. So there's your 100x, where pTGC price would be about a penny and a half. And it sounds crazy, but I was there. And you know what? A lot of people almost got me. If I didn't stake my Hex, they would have got me, because there was a lot of zeros when I bought Hex when it first came out. And when people were like, it's going to be a penny one day, people were like, no, that's mathematically impossible. And here's why. I was like, damn, these people are smart. Maybe they're right. It just felt impossible. So I was like, I'm just going to stake it and just see what happens. It went to 50 cents. So going to a penny and a half for pTGC, that's not a ridiculous story to think that could happen one day, right? What's up, Crypto Neptune? What's up, Wank Fright? How's it going? Thank you for reposting the stream. You're the man. You're the man. So now, with that being said, why would that mean that pTGC is a much better investment in the Pulse ecosystem versus the cores? Because amongst everything else, like, the narratives are dying out there, brother, right? Like the PDIs and all that other stuff. Let's talk about the cores. If you believe in Pulse X Hex, EHEX Inc. going to all-time highs again, and you hold pTGC, you can get a lot of many X's over the top. By far, many X's, like 10x on a 10x, right, to 100x. Like a PulseChain. Let's take a look at what that math would be really quick here. So for Pulse being at 3 zeros and a 2.5 compared to the 5 zeros that it is now on a 9, that would be a 27.7x if PulseChain goes from this price back to here. And we did the math for that, and it would be a 55x based off our calculator. So yeah, pTGC would be a much better, since it's a leverage on the ecosystem. Yeah, by far. Now versus ProveX, they have actually paired with them too, right? They actually, let's go pull up and we'll talk about versus even ProveX, which would be like a very soft spot to poke people on, but hey, they have their leverage on that too, right? This is now a core token. So you gotta imagine that you're still where you want to be, regardless of the tokens you pick out of the all of the different pairs, not different pairs, but different cores. Now that ProveX is one of them. But the thing about ProveX, okay, its primary technology, and we're going to pull up the stats really quick here. We're looking at the, and listen, ProveX could take off. Keep in mind, there's a lot of sacrifice money on the side. In its main pair that it started with is USDC. It's not heavily paired to Pulse, but now it is. People are pairing it up and adding liquidity. But regardless, pTGC is paired with it. Again, we're leveraging the ecosystem. So it's the smartest move. Okay. I'm not a financial advisor, but I mean, A plus, 5 plus 5 is 10, right? And, B comes after A, and C comes after B, D comes after C. So it's kind of like a no-brainer. So when it comes to ProveX, though, the main thing is, okay, people got to use the protocol. All right. It's got the greatest features in the world, as far as on and off ramp and, privacy. You could see the users for today. So someone used Venmo for $96, Cash App for $48. What is that? Revolut? I don't know, for $261. Total $405. Yesterday, someone used Cash App. Let's look at the biggest day. Citibank, Bank of America, Cash App, Chase Bank for $1,090. So what's supposed to be bullish and help this token thrive and buy and burn it so that it'll take off is people using the tech, connecting, using it. And then this right here is the collected USDC AML that is collected, right, from the fees. And then that's used to buy and burn ProveX. There's only $184 since it launched in its beta phase, right? You can use it, right? And I expected a whole lot more. So no one's using it. That's okay. It's early. It's okay. It's early. But no one's using it. And $184 in the bucket is not going to buy and burn a lot of ProveX. If we can get, 100,000 in here, we're going to need a whole lot more volume to do that. So how people are going to demonstrate and show and, get driven to that protocol, I'm not sure. But I do know that people know about pTGC, right? I have a link in the description. You can buy it. I know all about that. It's leveraging the ecosystem, even good old ProveX now. So if ProveX does good, the core tokens do good, you'll do even better holding pTGC. It's the leverage on the ecosystem. And there ain't no better way to describe that, which makes it the ultimate investment in PulseChain. So my DCA in the ecosystem, as I start to move capital back when the market continues to go down, and I think we bottom, would just be to buy it. pTGC. Stack up. Your thought on ProveX? I just gave my thoughts. Appreciate you, brother. But yeah, the breakdown is no one's using the ProveX protocol. Token price appreciation potential's there because all the SAC money, and a bull market, it eventually will come. It'll take time, but with timing and all that money that's on the side, and it's going to be jumping into the ecosystem, and everything goes parabolic. You got, based off your moon math, your speculation, the sky's the limit, all right? Their wrapped pulse go to 2 zeros and just a 1, right? You're looking at 200, and you're only looking at 3 cent pTGC, 221x. You know, base price, moon math, 110, 110x. I'll take it. I'll take it. So don't forget, guys, the link's in the description. Support the channel. Buy your pTGC using my link. Stack up DCA. Not financial advice, but damn, man. I mean, everything points to, the one system. And there's another token tied to it, UFO. We'll talk about that next. Hey, the Kobe and Shaq of the of the ecosystem. So keep at it, keep your heads up. The bear market could be tough, but we'll be good times are coming. But you just got to be in the right investments. And if you want to degen and mix other things up, that's fine. But I keep it stable, wait for these dips and get them. What's up, Vibra? Glad you're here, brother. I hope all is well with you. Shout out to you and that farm, buddy. You keep on going. The tough times are coming, so you got all that good stuff. So don't forget, guys, pound that like button, drop a comment. Till next time, we'll do it again. Yeah, dog.